Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to another anti-racist crochet session. Today we're going to be doing a lovely pattern. Look at that shadow, a cool shadow. This is just a wrap that I did for a friend, and we're just going to be learning the stitch, the pattern for this, so that you can make your own projects. So let's get straight to it. Okay, everybody, very easy and quick start to this. You're going to have to create your chain, and the chain is in multiples of 16. So when you're doing that, just kind of map out the project that you have, and if you're doing a blanket or something, it's going to be multiples of 16. The wrap that I did was actually 16 times 5, so that ended up being 80, a chain of 80, and then you always add 4 at the end. Okay, so it's 16 multiples of 16 and then plus 4, and then that extra 4 that you have at the end is actually your first the start of your second, well, your first row basically. So you're going to be turning that up, and then that's going to be your first double crochet. So that's why always chain an extra 4 at the end of your multiples of 16 for whatever project you're doing. Okay, so let's get started. So to start, we're going to start in the third chain from the hook and double crochet twice into that same stitch. Okay, and then the starting row is always the most difficult, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to fly through this. So then we skip the next 2 stitches, or next 2 chains, and then into this third one, we're going to do a single crochet, and then chain 1, skip the next stitch, into the next one, do a single crochet, okay, then skip 2, and into the third one, we're going to do 5 double crochets into the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3 double crochets, 4, and 5. Okay, so then when we've done that, then we skip another 2 stitches. So one of the chains here might be kind of hidden, so just keep an eye out for that. So skip those 2, so 1, 2, and into the third one you do a single crochet, chain 1, skip this next chain, go into the next one with a single crochet. Okay, then skip 2, and into the third one do another 5 double crochets. Sorry if the sound was kind of annoying there. I was making noise. Sorry. So that's 3 double crochets, 4 and 5. Okay. Now into so skip the next 2 chains again. Into the third one is a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next chain, and into the next space it's a single crochet, then skip 2 chains again, and into the third one do another 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then again we skip 2 spaces or chains. Into the third one again, you do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next chain, and do a single crochet. Okay, and then that should leave you 2 spaces. And into the third one, you do the final one here, the very end one, you do 3 double crochets. So keep doing that pattern as much as you need to, so you alternate between, you always end and start with 3 double crochets, and then in the middle you'll have a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then your 5 double crochets, then a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, 5 double crochets. So that's the pattern all the way. Okay, and as you'll notice, the actual chain that was 32, it's shrunk quite a bit because it's kind of making a pattern here. So that's why I have said and recommended that you make your chain longer. Okay, so that was row number 1. So row number 2, we're going to chain 3, and the chain 3 always counts as a double crochet. Okay, so always remember that. Turn your work and into the next, so you can always, so make sure that you skip this one, that's this stitch that's attached to the chain 3, because that's actually your double crochet. So into the next 4 stitches, do a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and just ignore this thing here that's in my way. That didn't work. There, let's try this again. Okay, so we've got our 4 double crochets plus the 1 that we started out with. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the top, in the middle of your 5 double crochets, into the middle one, so you can eyeball it. It usually stands out. You're going to do a double crochet, just a single one. Okay, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so I'm going to make it as easy as possible for you. So see that the next 5 double crochet here. You're going to be doing a double crochet in all 5 of those, but also 2 before it and 2 after it. So you're going to end up with 9. Okay, so find the stitch that is the second one before your 5 double crochets and do a double crochet into that one. Then go beside it and do a double crochet, and then that will lead you to the 5 here. So do 5 double crochets, 1 in each stitch. Okay, so you've got these 5 done plus 2 before that. Now do 2 more for a total of 9. All right, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go into the middle of your 5 in the next group. So find the middle one and do a double crochet, chain 3. Now if you have to keep going, do another 9, then chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, 9. So keep going that way. So that's the pattern for the second row. And then to end off, you have the 3 double crochets here that you've done in the previous row. So you're going to need 5 double crochets. So go into the 2 before that cluster of 3, and do your first double crochet, then your second one, and then that should lead you to the 3 that you have left here. So 1, 2, 3. So that's that. Okay, so now we are on to row 3, which is very simple. So chain 1, turn your work, and into the next 2 stitches do a single crochet. So 1 single crochet, the next one is 1 single crochet. Okay, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now into this chain space, do a single crochet, chain 1, and into the next chain space, do a single crochet, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you should have your 9 double crochets here. So skip the first 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th one, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip this stitch, and into the next stitch, do a single crochet, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the chain space, 1 single crochet, chain 1, into the next space, 1 single crochet. Don't let it fall out like I just did. And then if you keep going, you do a chain 5, then you find your next 9 double crochets from the previous row. You skip 3 stitches, and into the 4th one do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next space, and into the next space you put a single crochet, and then keep going, and then you chain 5 and keep going just like that. To finish off, do a chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the last 2 stitches. So one of these stitches will be your chain 3 here. So in the last 2 you do 2 single crochets. So 1, 2. That is row 3 done. Okay, row 4. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. And then into the next space, so skip this stitch here, which counts as a double crochet, and into the next one do a double crochet, and then you should have the chain space here. Do 3 double crochets into that space. 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then jump over to the chain space that you made here in the middle, where you have a single crochet, chain space, single crochet. So in the chain space, you do a double crochet. Okay, next we do chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And into this next chain space, do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then this will lead to the chain, or the single crochet, chain space, single crochet. So do a double crochet in each of those. So into the single crochet you do a double crochet, into the chain space you do a double crochet, and then to the next single crochet you do a double crochet. So that will give you 6 double crochets, and then into the next chain space you do another 3 double crochets. So you'll have a total of 9 again. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Jump over to the next single crochet, chain space, single crochet, and into that chain space do a double crochet. Okay, and then if you're continuing on, you do chain 3, and then into the chain space it's 3 single crochets. Into the middle where there's this single crochet, chain space, single crochet, you do another 3, and then into the next chain space 3 double crochets for 9 again. So keep doing that as the pattern all the way around, or all the way across. And then when you get to the end, you'll have double crochet here, do a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into that last chain you do 3 double crochets, and then into the last 2 stitches you do 2 more double crochets, so that the beginning and end of this row has 5 double crochets. So you'll see that the middle and the majority of your work will have 9, but then the ends here will have 5 and 5. Okay, so row 5, you got a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and we're going to do another 2 double crochets into this same stitch. So this first one counts as your first double crochet. So do 2 double crochets into this first stitch. Okay. Okay, you're going to skip 2 stitches here, 1, 2, and into the third one, do a single crochet, chain 1, and into the chain space, you do a single crochet. Okay, now that is going to lead you to your double crochet here, this little stem. So into that, you do 5 double crochets. Okay, now into the chain space beside, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch do a single crochet. Okay, now skip 2 stitches here, the 2 next stitches, and into the third one do 5 more double crochets, all into the same stitch. Okay, then skip 2 stitches, into the third stitch, do a single crochet, chain 1, into the chain space, do a single crochet, and keep going that way. So into this next stem here, I will do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, when you reach the end and you have 1 chain space left, you do a single crochet into that space, chain 1, skip this first stitch, go into the second one and do a single crochet, and then skip to the very end, which is your chain space here, and do 3 double crochets into the top of that stitch. And make sure that you're working into your chain spaces that start and end each round so that you'll have a nicer edge when you're done. on the sides. Okay, so that is that row done. Okay, next row is row 6. So we are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is, turn your work, this is going to count as double crochet and chain 3. So that's why we've done 6. Okay, so now we're going to do what we did previously. So we're going to need 9 double crochets again. So we start with the 2 before the fan or the shell here. So do 2 double crochets, 5, and then 2 double crochets after that, and that will give you 9. So if you're counting, you can just skip the first 3 stitches and then go into the 4th stitch and do a double crochet, and then go beside it and do another one, and then do 5 more, and then 2 more for a total of 9. Okay, when you've done that, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now jump over to the next shell here, and you do a double crochet into the top of that one, the 5th one, or top of the 5, so into the 3rd double crochet. Then chain 3 and do another 9 double crochets, so 2 into the before the 5 and then 2 after it. So skip the first 3 stitches, go into the 4th one, 5th one, and then go all the way around and do 5 more. Okay, when you're done that, and you're done this row and you have a few stitches left, what you do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then into the top of your chain 3 here from your previous row, you do a double crochet, and that will give you a nice sort of aligned edge. And it might be a little bit tricky to get into the top of that chain, but you can do it. Okay, so that is row 6, and you can see that you've already made a star, and you can always block them. I mean, that's what I did with just to give it more shape, and so you're able to see it a little bit better. But that is your little flower that you've done, and what you're doing is you're starting a new row which is going to alternate these flowers. Okay, so we're almost done. The next row is row 7, so chain 1, turn your work, do a single crochet into the first stitch, and then single crochet into the next stitch, or sorry, the chain here, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to leap all the way over, so skip the first 3 double crochets from your previous round, and into the top of the 4th do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch do a single crochet. Then chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then single crochet into the chain space, chain 1, and then single crochet into the next chain space, then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3 double crochets into the fourth one, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip the stitch, go into the next one, single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep going that way. So you'll chain, or you'll do a single crochet into the chain space, chain 1, and then single crochet into the next space, and chain 5, and so on and so on. When you get to the end, you chain 5, and then into the third chain, because you'll have a chain of 6 here, into the third chain, do a single crochet, and then into the fourth chain, so beside it, do another single crochet. That's row 7 done. Okay, row 8, chain 3, and then another 3. Turn your work. Into the chain space, do 3 double crochets. Okay, into this chain, or the single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, do 3 double crochets. And into the next chain space, do 3 more double crochets. So we've got our 9 here, chain 3, and into the chain space at the top here, do a double crochet, then chain 3, and then 3 single crochets into the chain space, three more across, and then 3 more into the chain space, and that is the pattern for that row. Now to end off, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the final single crochet from the last row, you do a double crochet into that end spot. So you have finished 2 rows of alternating stars. I mean flowers. It could be stars too, but yeah, these are flowers. So what you do then is go back and start with row 1 again, and that's basically it. So it's 8 rows, and then go back to number 1. So I'll just start with number 1 again with you just to finish off here. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, that counts as your first double crochet, and into that same stitch do 2 more double crochets. So this is actually row 1 again. Okay, now into this chain space here, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip a space, and then go into the second stitch and do a single crochet. Then skip 2 spaces into the third one, or 2 stitches I should say. Into the third one, do 5 double crochet. Skip 2 stitches into the third one, do a single crochet, chain 1, skip that stitch, and into the chain do a single crochet. Okay, into this stem, do 5 double crochets. Okay, into that chain space, single crochet, chain 1, skip that stitch, into the next one, a single crochet, skip 2 stitches, into the next one, do 5 double crochets. Okay, into, skip 2 stitches, into the third one, a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet into the chain space. And then to end off, this will be your chain of 6 here. Into the third chain, do 3 double crochets. So I will have the pattern at the end of this, so that if you want to pause it there and just follow along by reading, that's fine. If not, then jump back to row number 2 in the tutorial and then just keep following it and rewinding, fast forwarding as you need. So that's it. There you go. That is your flower pattern for blankets, for scarves, for wraps, for tablecloths, for all sorts of things. So have fun with this. This is you time. Take time out for you, and enjoy this, and enjoy making something for you or for somebody else. Okay, take care everybody. Bye-bye.